La le mulo, la le ma. Nye de ka me chito do me la le ma le ma. La le mulo, la le ma. Nye de ka me chito do me la le mulo. Ao. The dead know everything. They've been there from the beginning. They can intervene in our lives. So, I visited the spirits of the dead that reside in former slave dungeons at Cape Coast Castle in Ghana to learn from them. Cape Coast Castle is huge, heavy. This is where captured and shackled proud Africans were imprisoned for months until a ship came to transport those who survived across the Atlantic to plantations in America. I wanted to understand more deeply the magnitude of the crime that was committed by turning human beings into a commodity. Every Monday and Thursday in 2017, for 4 hours each time, over a period of 5 months, I sat in the dungeons. Each night before a visit, I did not eat, brush my teeth, bathe, or empty my bowels. I tossed and turned all night and could not sleep. In the morning, I traveled to Cape Coast Castle and changed into clothes that I had not washed in 5 months. I smelled like shit. Then I got shackled. Neck, legs, and wrists. I dragged myself into dark, damp holes underground. Sometimes I took fruit and water for our ancestors. I sat, buried, scared, waiting, 4 hours alone. I conversed with the spirits, asked questions. Who? What? When? Why? How? I read them storybooks. I took in deep breaths to soak up the smell, pressed my back into the walls to connect. I wept. I sang. Bwe, 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 bwe. Wako, 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 wako. Enti bibi mapa na twa pansam seye. Bibi mine. And I'm too many and so biao. Yempa yenye. Insu afa yankra. Insu afa yankra bibi mine. Yewe yenye. Sie. Way! Way! I missed my children. Numbed feet, frozen buttocks, tingly toes, stiff neck, wrists, hazy eyes, growling stomach, full bladder, dead vagina. Shackles ate my skin. They suffered much, much longer. I massaged the cool, bumpy, damp floors, caressed the algae-covered walls. They were human beings and deserved to be loved. I fed them, ate with them. I danced, rocked, hugged, consoled them. There is a balm in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a balm in Gilead to heal you. I left the dungeons after each visit, disconnected, dazed and tongue-tied. My children asked, "Mama, what is wrong with you, Mama? Talk to us. Touch us, Mama." My body shut down after the first 2 weeks. Insomnia, gum disease, bronchitis, high blood pressure, constipation, urinary tract infection, menstrual disorder. I was losing my mind. Even the blacksmith did not make my shackles because the shackles haunt him. My family said I needed supervision and counseling. Towards the midpoint of my visits, my head was smashed into a windshield in a car accident. I wanted to quit. But they were there continuously for months, in shackles day and night. They did not have the choice to leave like I did. How did they survive the long walks through tunnels and woods? How did they survive the slave holes underground, the red-hot branding iron? What had they become when they were dragged through the doors of no return into the holds of ships to a world of emptiness? Imagine tight packing, weeks on the roaring sea, no fresh air, no lights, darkness, menstrual blood flows, vomit, shit, rampant diseases, rape, dehydration, starvation, diarrhea, the sick, the dead, thrown into sea, fed to sharks, decomposed dead bodies. No funerary rites, no goodbyes. Trauma, gaps. I benefit from their suffering, sacrifices, and death. We all benefit. So no, I couldn't quit. I kept dragging the shackles to the last day of my scheduled visit. For nobody knows the trouble they've seen. Nobody knows their sorrows. Nobody knows their trauma. How did some survive? What had they become when they were dumped onto plantations in the Americas? What scars did they have on their bodies, minds, souls, DNAs? Lately, I've been wondering, who are the descendants of those enslaved Africans? Where are they? Are they here? What scars did they inherit? Are they also shackled? Our own people? I think about my life in America. Black, female, professor with a PhD. The stories by other faculty and staff of color. Undervalued. Unfair assessments. Invisible. Pigeonholed. Alone. Chased out. I think about my daughter, my son, and the daily aggressions they face. Is the dungeon in me? Or am I in the dungeon? Because sometimes I feel like a motherless child, a long way from home, a long way from home. Do the shackles come off? How are we going to deal with the ghosts of slavery that continue to shackle all of us? When are we going to start treating all humans equally, with dignity, kindness, mercy, and love? The dead know everything. It is up to us, all of us, to discover the lessons they have left for us.